gonna change my jacket.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo.
I want to share with you all a letter I've been reading to Will over the last year when I've been listening. Wrote it in the morning, October 31st. Read it to him the first time that night. Each time I've seen him since. Will, we met for the first time on December 14th, 2007 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You were the older brother of a girl I'd been seeing for a few short weeks. I had no idea how our relationship would evolve. The first half of my life, I had my brother Scott by my side as we transitioned from adolescence to adulthood. But no one gets what you gave me the last 16 years. You've been deeply involved and deeply impactful in every aspect of the three most important elements of my life: my work, my family, and my friendships. It's an impossible meal with bread, but you did it. We learned how to become men together. We taught each other how to be professionals. We drove each other's ambitions. We've done ski trips with friends. We've done beach trips with friends. We went to Ireland with my wife, your sister. We hiked to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro together. We've gone to Wyoming, California, Massachusetts, Disney World, the Dominican Republic with both our parents. I took you to a comedy show 9 months ago for your birthday. This jacket that I'm wearing is the same one we both wore when you stood next to me on my wedding day. We talked about solar for thousands of hours, company building, and making an impact. You're the godfather of my sons. You're the only person in the world besides Sarah that I have 40-year plans with. We've talked conceptually about parenthood for years, how to make sure our future kids turn into decent human beings. The last few years, we talked the specifics about raising our children together, and how excited we were to have them grow up together, and all the things you were going to teach my boys. They love spending time with you. You saw them regularly. The last time you visited in September, you gave them Phillies jerseys. They love them and they love you. I know this because they tell me. They love their Uncle Will. The level of mutual respect and appreciation and support and enjoyment from our relationship is something I value tremendously. There are no lessons for me to learn from this experience. There's nothing to gain. We have both appreciated the simple joys in life while chasing impossible dreams for years together. You're a part of me. You'll be a part of me until it's my time. And you'll be a part of my family for as long as I keep the light shining across generations. I expect it to be a long, long time. I look at your father, and I want him to know that the way he raised you had a profound impact on me because you had a profound impact on me. That's why he's our father, and that's why you're my brother. I never called you my best friend because I never needed to. You've been my brother since I knew I was going to marry your sister, and I knew that pretty damn quick. But that's what you are to me. You're my brother, my best friend, and I love you. Last time I saw him was June 27th. Before he passed, those were the last words that I said to him. This tragedy is beyond pain. But I don't have a single regret about my relationship with Will. There's no, I wish we did this, or I wish we spent more time together. We did everything we possibly could have hoped to do with the time we had. I take some comfort knowing Will felt the same about our relationship, but more importantly, about his life and all of you in it. Even though he won't be walking into the future with us, his light will shine on our paths. I'm proud of my family for navigating the darkest elements of the human experience. Tragedy pushes people to the brink. Losing a son, brother, husband, an uncle, friend. Families have torn themselves apart over far, far less. I've seen it. I'm proud of you all. Lynn, Karen, Sarah, Mary, Katie, Mike, especially you, Lauren. You all have my utmost respect. That goes for my parents too. Because you're all here right now. Because you're stronger than anyone should ever need to be. Proud of the way you carried yourselves. It wasn't perfect, but you endured. That's what matters. And that is what we must continue to do. I didn't plan my relationship with Will. Early on, he was a little scared. I have a story for later. About mine and Sarah's first fraternity formal, a lost camera, the most terrifying text messages I've ever received, sent by Will, who subsequently enjoyed years of laughter when they were dating. His energy level far exceeded that of a normal human being, and his battery was always charged. He could rage at the starboard all night and hang out with his cousins at the farm the next day like it was nothing. When you were around Will, you always felt like you belonged. You always felt like he valued your time because he did. His bold confidence was both intimidating and soothing. Will was cool. And you were cool because you knew Will. I came to learn this is who he was. I grew to appreciate and admire his foundational qualities immensely. Genuine, confident, caring, ambitious with the work ethic to back it up. Reliable, loyal, thoughtful. I love the way he treated people, no matter who they were. I love the way he treated my kids. I love the way he treated your kids. I'm grateful you got to meet his niece Rachel. If you want to honor Will, be the parent that he was destined to be. And I truly admire his unmatched enthusiasm for life. In 2009, I asked him, "Hey Will, do you want to start a solar company?" We had no money, no skills, and no expertise. He said, "Sounds great, I'm in." And that's what we did. In 2014, I asked him if he wanted to move to Massachusetts for a new job. I was a top performer, and I planned to show him the ropes. 4 months later, he was my boss. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. In early 2017, I asked a bunch of friends if anybody wanted to hike Mount Kill Ninja with me. 8 minutes later, he emailed me back 2 words: "I'm in." And that's what we did. Colin, Scott, trip's ours forever. In late 2017, Sarah and I planned, booked, and flew to Europe on 4 days' notice. There are some occasional perks to the spot unemployment without kids. Sarah told Will our plans the day before he left. He beat us to Dublin. That was Will. In 2018, I asked him, "Hey Will, do you want to start another solar company?" This time we have some money, lots of skills, and lots of expertise. He said, "The timing isn't great for me, but here's a check, and I'll join up with you in a couple years." And that's exactly what he did. He chose action over perfection, living life over contemplating it. He chose courage over submitting to fear. There's nothing positive about this experience of the last year, but there have been moments of appreciation. Spending time with Will's vast network of family and friends at the hospital, restaurants, in their apartment, and hearing so many stories about Will from all of you, something I will treasure forever. Later today, we're going to pass around a mic so all of you can tell your stories about Will. We're going to record it. And 60 years from now, when Will and Lauren's nephews are the last ones telling his stories from personal experience, they'll be able to tell the ones from your perspective too. Hopefully, I'll have 3 Michigan tuitions paid off by then. Go Blue. I think Will had more visitors each week than his entire floor each month. Thank you all for being there for him. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Rich. Thank you to all the Kimmels. Thank you to Shreves. Thank you to everybody for your support. Here's something I wrote the night of June 27th, last day I saw Will. Feels like I've never felt pain before this experience, as if nothing in the past hurt. Whatever it felt in the moment, it was nothing more than a scratch. This is different. This is a deep, chronic pain. I know it will get easier to deal with as it normalizes, but it will never heal. The experience has created a lot of scars, with more to come. And those scars will impact the future, positive or negative. There is no running from that. What influence will the pain have in the future? That is the question. I think it would make Will sick, learning his death indirectly led to other challenges. We must make this experience mean something. For Will, for each other, for ourselves. Is it better to look back when it's our time, with sadness and appreciation for everything, or with our hearts full of resentment and hate? Maybe he'll be Maybe he'll be right there with us in spirit, in our hearts, in our thoughts, and in our conversations. As we face other challenges, achieve our goals, simply enjoy the pleasantries of life. Maybe with time, we'll be able to look back with a sense of happiness and pride. I think that would make him smile, knowing we maximize our full potential. That's certainly what he was doing before his diagnosis, what he did lying in bed all these months, what he would be doing right now if he could. There will be a lot more pain, but there is far more joy ahead if we open our hearts to it. We only get one future, and it's a terrible gift to waste. I'll tell you all right now, I have an immense sense of pride standing in this room in front of you all today. I'm surrounded by immeasurable pain and indescribable beauty. Karen, the grief you have must feel infinite, but it's not, because the happiness you've created, the impact you've made on thousands of people, because of the mother you are to your children, because of the way you raised your son Will, and the man he became. That happiness you built far exceeds the grief. You may not feel it, but you can see it. All you need to do is look around at all these faces, people that loved your son. The pain is real, but the grief is a fraction of the joy that you brought into this world, not the other way around. You should be proud. You're my hero, and I love you. Thank you all for being here today. Now you each have a piece of my soul. I love you, Will. Till we meet again. up.